Okay, I should be back. I'm not sure why my OBS is crashing. I don't know if I can find logs anywhere. Oh, I hope it doesn't crash again. Yeah, how's it going, Agent Anti? Really hope it doesn't crash again. I'm pretty sure it's because of my YouTube multi-streaming. That's kind of annoying. Oh, I just reset something. Hopefully that didn't do anything. I think I was resetting my stats. Okay, well, I guess we'll find out. Well, I was in the middle of making this DT. I'll just monitor the stream closely. So I feel like it's going to crash again. This doesn't really change much. So I'm going to need to set up a priority system so that more distilled fuel goes into here. Oh, goes into this hatch. Is this one? This input hatch, then this hatch. And the way we do that is by using these priorities. Okay, it looks good. I think. Yeah. Okay, that just looks a bit cursed, but oh well. We're gonna have to spit both these out. And what we want to do is that we want to have like a long pipeline like this, and another pipeline like this. Then we do this, this, this. Some Stargate Tech Trust. Like this, and then like this. So this is kind of like a budget overflow. So what's happening here is that we're splitting the fluid 50% each time, and it's going into this pipe. So this becomes 50%, 75%, 83.25%, to 90 something percent. What is that? Oh my god. So most of the fluid is going to go in here, about 90% if you have 4 splits. And then what you do when you overflow, you just pump it straight down here. Like that. It's kind of just a budget way of doing it. I think you can do it with covers like properly, but doesn't matter. Alright, this DT should be ready to go. I just need to hook up some power. I'm gonna check my OBS hasn't crashed. Okay, cool. And we'll get our maintenance focus out. That didn't do anything at all. We'll recharge our wand. I think it takes quite a bit of viz. We should probably upgrade it. We can upgrade it since we do have C-viz. We should upgrade it. We should get that focal manipulator down here. I wonder how fast this actually charges if we need a better node. So what this thing does is it can upgrade your wand, or your foci. So on the maintenance focus, I suspect we can only put frugal on it. Yeah. So let's go get some XP. XP is easy for us since we do have essence berries. I think our drawer is actually full. The thing about the focal manipulator is it takes XP really weirdly. Like it doesn't scale with your level. So you know how at higher levels, okay, yeah, that works well. Should be doing this to all okay. It doesn't account for like the exponential scaling of XP, so you always want to be on like low XP when you're using it. You pray for the day where you're not playing on 40 FPS. Oh, my FPS is quite bad. I could probably somehow fix that. Like I do have a decent computer. I think it's just Minecraft in general, but I'm not sure. I mean, I don't notice it playing. Oh, we should have got more. I think the last one will cost 40. From memory. Yeah, that's just frugal 5. So this will decrease the viz cost by 50%. VSync is off. I don't think I changed any video settings. It is off. Oh, nice. I don't know what OpenGL is, but I mean, everything's on fancy. Like, I could turn that off. Max frame rate is 120. I still only have a 60 Hz monitor, so it doesn't even bother me. I mean, there's my FPS that went up now. Alright. Let's see if this works. Yeah, I do have Angelica. Okay, cool. That works. 28% viz cost, that's kind of cracked. I just don't think Angelica helps in the Nether. The Nether is just generally laggy. When I open settings, it doesn't look like the normal Angelica. Maybe I don't have it. Maybe I deleted it? I don't imagine I did. Maybe I did. Hang on, let's look at mod options. I must have deleted it. Yeah, my Minecraft using my GPU. It should be. RTX 4070 Ti. It's alright, maybe I'll update soon and that will fix it. Okay, let's get our storage buses. 1, 2, 3. I'm concerned how much power this is going to use. We should have some cables spare. Yep. And storage bus. I'm not sure we should just make this an end, like a subnet. Probably. Let's just take. We need a dual interface. And we need some quartz fibers. We'll just make all these subnets. So we'll probably have another DT here. We can do some really cursed subnets with this. It's kind of an annoying spot. Our A2 is in such a weird spot. Okay, should we just put another P2P network down? I reckon. We have that free space. We might need to make another controller soon. And probably should make it white. Where is our P2Ps? Memory card. That will be in here. Cool. Just chuck it there. I don't know how many cables are in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, that's fine. And whoops. Should be able to connect one right here. We could probably even just take cables, like channels from this. Probably don't even need that. I don't imagine us using many channels in the clean room. Yo, how's it going? Prekius. Alright, let's just bring a cable up from there. That should be fine. I kind of forgot we had this here. We'll just have to, we want to subnet this, so let's do that real quick. Cool. So now we should be able to see storage from in here. Toluene, fennel. Okay, awesome. That's what we want to see. Just spent 30 minutes troubleshooting why your buses weren't respecting priority. Guess what you forgot to do? Set priority. Sounds like something I would do. Okay, do we really need to take the fennel cells out? God, I need 36,000. You got a chunk load, oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, is this still running? Yeah, okay, it's just slow. Travel anchoring counts as TP. So it would unload and reload every time I did down. That's annoying. Alright, let's pattern these things. So bias fennel. Alright. We're gonna want to get some of this stuff. I don't really think we need ethane. Methane is useful, but we are using that for hydrogen. Yo, thank you for the follow tweak. Naphtha we can process. Oh, that's something else we should probably desulfurize. I think naphthenic acid is useful, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll storage bus all of these. I've already got helium. How many is there? I really need sulfuric gas. Alright, we're gonna need to get an A cable all the way down here as well. I mean, it's not much of an issue. Yo, how's it going, Cass? Updated to nightly 912 as a test? Don't tell me that's the one where you can't pick up items. The Australian server is having a very hard time right now. Should say hard, rough time. Okay, let's get a dual interface. We'll need to make another subnet. Ooh, how's it going, Solarius? Seems stable so far. Apparently Beamline is being broken is the only major thing. I mean, is that really that major? I've heard a lot of shit talk about Beamline. Okay, let's be a bit messy. I don't really give a crap. Just chuck it there. And put an interface there. Extract only on this. And we'll set up a quartz fiber right here. This will power that subnet that has all the storage buses on it. And we'll just hook it up. Like so. Hopefully this doesn't drain too much power. Cool. So what I'm doing is basically just saving channels along these lines. Since I'm not rich enough for dense cables yet. So using this, I'm using only 2 channels instead of like 10 or something. Something close to that. Merge to nearby chests, finally. Yeah, that's kind of sick. It's turning into Terraria. As I told you, we should have that soon. And we should have even more fluids in our terminal. Yeah, cool. We have ethane. I don't know what we can do with ethane. Pretty sure we can just electrolyze it or something. I don't think it's that useful. Oh well, but we'll pattern our chemistry stuff, because we made that chemistry, the universal chem last episode. I actually made a small adjustment, so the timer isn't going off constantly, because that was annoying the shit out of me. What you can basically do is just set up an item detector cover on here. LV machine hulls actually take item input. So you can just set up item detector cover and just run a line down here into the NOT gate. This actually activates the item importer instantly when this machine hull receives an item. So it is technically faster, but I'm not sure if it can break at the very end of a recipe's finish cycle. That's why I'm just going to try this, see if it works. But to avoid that, all I need to do is just not power that. Yeah, machine hulls can actually receive items, energy, and fluids. So they're very good for universal setups. And they like instant transfer with like conveyors and stuff. Yeah. This is something I did when I was playing with Ivy Lee. Not like to this degree. I was using a pedestal before. But yeah, you can use a machine hull as well. Pedestals are also great for single item inputs, these things. And tiny chests, but I don't really like the look of tiny chests. Alright, let's start patterning our chemistry stuff. So we're going to have to go through phenol. Okay, we'll just look at epoxide. It's probably easier just to start from there. And see what we need, because there is a lot of options. So we need acetone, phenol, and hydrochloric acid. This gives water as a byproduct. So I'm going to have to filter the output of this thing. Is there an output? Okay. Do I have an output hatch? We can't be using recycled water in this run. I think I'll need to make its own output hatch, and I will have to hope it's a priority. Because I don't have all the fluids on a subnet. Oh, actually, we can put them on a subnet and just... We can put it in a subnet, we're good. Okay, let's get a can. Fluid trash can. I could probably just use a super tank, to be honest. Yeah, I could. Yeah, PEV. Oh yeah, I could use a storage condenser. Matter condenser, sorry. I need to stay pure with my, oh my god, it's all EV shit. I'm just gonna use a super tank for now. I'm not rich enough yet. And just void overflow. Okay, we'll just make a subnet here. Is this the input? There's an output bus. Okay, sick. And we should just get a fluid interface, dual interface. I know you don't use it this run, but you're guessing You know, more tips for the dream world. You wasted 12 potions to get killed. I'm not sure, really. I just know fly. You just fly, get cotton, and then you dip. That's all I do. No need to avoid overflow. Void on input instead. Yeah, void on input. Yeah. You wonder if this also fixes the importers double inputting on the world load sometimes. You mean for the universal setups? I mean, I haven't really done extreme testing on it. Hang on, I'm trying to think. I need storage bus. This thing I need both. I can keep that a full block and I should be able to subnet that. Man, I'm gonna have to make subnets for this for every setup. This is our main net, so let's do it off here. So we're gonna need we'll just do it like this. That's it. Man, I'm struggling to condense it. Whatever. We need to do it like this. We'll do extract only. Extract only. Other way around, sorry. Stargate player, by the way. Okay, this is much better. Put that there. We'll put this in -1. Actually, no, we need this in maximum priority. Then we put water on this. Like so. Chuck this here and then void overflow, or that overflow. Void full mode. Like that. And then we just need to hook this up. So this should send both the items. I mean, the items can go, but it should send both the items and the fluids into the mainnet while avoiding all the water in the super tank. Oh yeah, I could just mainnet void. No, because oh true. I'm only gonna have water as an input. Oh no. I won't have any other process outputting water. I think we'll stick with this for now, yeah. I'll work out logistics when I reboot my controller again, because this is not that great. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make an EIG for Cactus soon. I think that's gonna be my next water upgrade. I still don't have water hooked up to mainnet. What circuit was this? What's this? Bisphenol? Circuit 1? Okay. We're gonna make cells for every intermediate process. Oh yeah, I put them all in chests. What did I? I guess I used them all? There's no way I used them all. Oh yeah, hang on. They're all here. Has anyone routed 3.0 GOG yet? I don't think so. Would be interesting. 3.0 Nether run would be fun. You just can't really do, I mean, magic's kind of hard to get into. Is that the right thing? Hang on, we have to check what's filtered. Okay. You still can't do that. You need to get the actual cell. I was hoping that would fix that by now. Okay, let's try craft some of that. We'll just test it. bisphenol. Looks like we're missing acetone and hydrochloric acid. Okay, let's do this one. I think I'm gonna have to make a new pattern for that, or a new terminal. I don't think I've set this up yet. Number 8. Yeah. Let's go get a cell for that, and we'll quickly set up another module. I guess that works. Let's get a program circuit. Let's just quickly set up one of these. And we need to get a wrench. Like this. We need 2 filters. Let's hope I have some zinc. Okay, well, perfect. Lucky configuring these is quite easy. Just triple check. Can we bother thinking? Should just be able to do this, that, and just insert it in here. And we should be able to just put patterns in there. I'll probably have to rename that interface. I don't think I renamed them all. We'll have to add one actually. It'd be too long of a craft. Oh, I've still only got 1 forge hammer, or 2. Yeah, we're going to be trying to play with curvy pipes tonight with the new Steam 3.0 run. I had to contact the mod developer to fix his code. We did compile a version for ourselves, but decided to be nice and let him know. Alright, this one looks like it's 8. Which one? This one? Yeah. I think the subnet's already powered. Yeah, looks like it. Guess we'll find out very shortly. We'll do this. Chuck this in there. Kirby pipes are going to go hard. Trust. Trust. It's going to be so fun. Is that powered? Yeah, it's online. Awesome. And that should be good to go. We'll go test that craft real quick. I can't remember what we just did. It was acetic acid, right? And then in circuit 4, we're going to have to add this catalyst. On circuit 24, we're going to have to add this catalyst. And there's more water, but they'll get voided. They work with AE? Yeah, they do. They do. A full run of them would be crazy. I don't know if I could handle a full run. But it sounds quite fun. Okay, let's try a pattern. Let's try this. I hope it works. Did I mess up? No, I don't think I turned on extracts, yeah. Nice. You do a full dust subnet or send them to bulk? What do you mean by that? You mean an ore proc? Did that already finish? I just wasn't looking. Yeah, okay, nice. Alright, we're gonna have to get the quicklime. I think quicklime or calcium works. Let's get the calcium. We have both. I would hope. Yeah. Ooh, no, that should be alright. Should be alright. This is why we have universal setups. Okay. We'll just configure this. We'll chuck that in there. So now we're going to have 2 NCs. I'm not sure if that's going to be an issue. Actually, I could just chuck this in the controller. Or another like input hatch, input bus. I'll just chuck it in the controller for now. I'm definitely not going to remember that, but... You meant on GOG? Yeah. I would do a full dust subnet, yeah. I like to keep everything together. Makes it easier to manage later on. Alright, let's pattern this acetone. The CO2 can probably void as well. I don't think I care about it enough. So we could actually just add that to the void subnet. Okay, this subnet's actually not a bad idea that I just made before. I kind of never thought of it like this. Now I can just add CO2 into here as well. I'm pretty sure CO2 is used for some things later on, but I don't think I can just manually craft it. Okay, let's craft the acetic acetone. We need another cell again. Sorry, I'm going to be partitioning every cell. I just find it more consistent that way. This is the one that we wanted, right? No, it wasn't. We want acetone, and it needs to be this. Cool. Equal distribution card is going to be nice. Is that just like split? Just splitting stuff evenly? Oh, you mean for the cells, right? Do they go on these storage cell slots? Oh, yeah. I wish we had that. Then I could just use partition cells. Looks like we have a toluene now. Could probably get that quest. Okay, what's the next step after the acetic acid? Vinyl acetate. Man, I love just universal chems. You don't have to do anything. It's so easy. Okay, let's do this one. And this is circuit 1. You're trying it out. It's on nightly already? God damn. Attempt to top tier to nightly. Yo, thanks for the follow, Noodle. How are we going? I should have all of these patterned except hydrochloric acid. Yeah, this should be circuit 1. Should be alright. I forget I have a terminal now. CR1. Cool. And it's bugged. Let's hope my game doesn't crash when I put it in. Okay, we're good. You're setting up bulk, so you never figure out. You figure out now or never. Yeah. Cool. Roadmap. Making Canthaur is fun. Yeah. Good luck. Have fun waiting on the vacuum freezer or whatever you have. The single block one. Chem bath. That's not amazingly fun. You can skip straight to vacuum freezer if you want, so you can make it a lot faster. Isn't the EBF times also pretty shitty for that tier? At least you're not playing GTNH. Oh, I see, I see. Just a little bit easier. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Alright, hydrochloric acid. I should have chlorine in here. I should have hydrogen. Is there a way to clone partition cells? I know you can screwdriver like one of these ME drives if they contain the item in it. And that will partition all the cells automatically, but I don't know if there's a way to clone them. And with nitrogen, it's 30 seconds per hot ingot. I mean, that's still quite a while. This interface is going to fill quite fast. I'm surprised I don't have hydrochloric acid even partitioned yet. I guess I was just starting. But this is basically just set and forget. It's a lot easier than passive chemlands. Alright, let's see if this works. Moment of truth. Did it get stuck? No. Did it just craft already, or? Okay, it seems like I just forgot to press extract on all of them. Is that done? God damn. I forget how fast the chem reactor is. Okay, cool. So already at to bifesmal. We need epichlorohydrin now. And then we've basically got epoxid automated. And then we can probably do polybenzymadol. We have propene. We do have mercury. Salt water? Do we need salt water? Tempted to avoid that. Yeah, how's it going? Sorry, Aloft. Sorry for Aloft. Sorry for all of it? I can't read, sorry. Oh, we need hydroxide dust for this. Is that like an input? Yeah, it is. That's alright. Nah, universal setups are pretty chill. Do recommend. We're gonna need to automate that as well. Epichlorus. And what circuit was this? Circuit 24 again. 25. Yeah, we have a circuit 25. You clone cells by clicking the copy mode button on the left side of the cell workbench. Oh, really? Is that a thing? Oh, okay, I see. Oh, there you go, Precious. Thank you, Burmecia. I did not know that was a thing. That would be quite helpful. We could process excess salt water. I just don't know how much we're going to be. It does recycle the sodium hydroxide. I guess we'll keep a cell of it. Doesn't hurt. We'll just set up something automatic on the on our subnet or our mainnet. to process it. We probably want something for that. And something for this. So happy, yep, cool. Oh my god, I just deleted the cell. Chuck that there. We've almost run out of drive space. Doing one per chemical. Let's just do that because it's the next thing we're going to be patterning. And then we should be able to get epoxid that easily. And that requires water as an input and diluted hydroxide as an output. This recipe isn't bad actually. We could do this recipe, it just needs mercury. Is it worth keeping a stock of stuff like hydrochloric when Universal just makes it on demand in like 0.2 seconds? I would say keep it in stock if you have something passive that's eating it. That's probably the only reason to. I'm just gonna make this recipe, by the way. But if we don't have mercury, then it's kind of useless. That's also 30 seconds, so I guess that is 10 times better. So it's half the time. Whatever, let's just do this one. I don't think I've ever used this recipe, but I've got 4 million mercury, so why not? It'd be nice to add a cell to it. I don't have a circuit assembler for 2, is that not set up? Not renamed, I guess. I do. Oh, so circuit assemblers. Okay, I just typed C8. I see. Alright, let's make a cell for mercury. And for water. Probably just seal the water from the witchery area for now. And I'll make an EIG soon. Okay, well that's our last 2 slots, so we're gonna need to make another ME drive as well. Didn't expect to fill it up so fast. Oh my god, the fog. I need to install that mod that removes fog. That'd be quite useful. Okay, let's get a super tank. 2 super tanks. And we'll go collect some water and some mercury. We should have a full super tank of mercury down here. And I don't know where the water is. We should have 2 super tanks of water just hanging around. Cool. Now we should be able to make those recipes. Yo, how's it going, Skillishy? Damn, they even have Steam applied energistics. Is there? Is there actually? Steam applied energistics. I didn't see Gate Run using it. The endgame run. Alright. Cell drive, drive, ME drive. Is that the word? We have one already. I don't know, that was meant to be a joke. I wish they had it. That'd be kind of good. Let's see if that's online. Alright. What did we just pattern? We patterned hypochlorous. Okay, let's try craft that. I probably don't have output like all the other ones. I do. Unless it already made. I don't think it made. Sometimes the setups are just, yeah, okay, the setups are just too fast. 82, but I can only store Steam. Yeah, that'd be fire. Yeah, the wireless Steam hatches are so funny. They are so funny. Alright, let's make epoxid. We'll just do silicon rubber as well. We'll do all of the chem lines at once. I guess it's good to keep together if someone is watching the stream and wants to know how to do this stuff properly. So we have all of those automated, and I guess we should do this one. Is that not what we just automated? I think I just automated something I didn't need to. Okay, whatever. These are all useful. Oh, I see. Okay, let's do this one. Since we just automated hypochlorous acid. And we need to put that in a cell. Epiclara hydrogen or whatever it is. I should probably just do them all at once. And let's go circuit 24. Was that what I just automated? I did. Right. What am I doing? I haven't crafted it there. You never get over how dumb Dobby is. Yeah. The only useful thing in that B is the pure Nequada dust. Dob. Where's the output? Ah, is there just no output in this update? This is the right one, yeah. Oh no, the comb. The comb has all the outputs, yeah, I see. Yeah, the only real useful output is the Nequada dust, which you can't even see. It basically skips the whole line. Or at least the start of the line. Okay, we need a pattern sodium hydroxide. That's also another chemical reactor recipe, so let's do that. It's very easy. Is that just circuit 1? Alright, let's try now. Let's see if we can make this. We don't have sodium. I mean, I can electrolyze salt, I guess. You've actually got a B question? For the machinist speed, does the running GT machine just need power, or does it need to be processing something? I am not sure. If it does need to be processing, just run a diamond block on it, on a cutting machine or something. That will take like 450 seconds. I really need to automate some of this stuff. It's just my crops are so far away from everything. I do have a lot of salt that I can chuck an electrolyzer. I hope I haven't got rid of my electrolyzer. No, I haven't. We have 10 sodium dust. Okay, that's gonna do for now. That's gonna do. We'll get another super tank though. And we'll start electrolyzing some of this. We'll automate it very soon. I say that. Oh yeah, you could extrude some Tinker's Contract parts, yeah. Extruded mana steel. That will keep you waiting a couple hours. 4,000 seconds, actually. Best machine used to be the name remover, doesn't take power. Damn. Alright, let's try this. Epichlorohydrin. Awesome. Looks like it's good. And then epoxid finally. After a little bit of time, we got there. Is there an epoxid recipe that doesn't need... Oh, okay, let's just do circuit 0. I don't actually have anything in this, so it'll be interesting to see. We'll just petition epoxid, so nothing gets stuck. Awesome, we got epoxid. Now we have to do all these quests. I really don't want to do them manually. I guess I can. Let's get some cells. What's the first one we need? We need... vinyl acetate needs acetic acid. Where's that? Ethylene, polyethylene. Okay, let's just pick up all our cells. Some of these are an extract only, so it's kind of annoying. Ethylene? Okay, we can put it back. Nice. Polyethylene. I don't know if we need water. No. Why would we need water? Oxygen. They're both blue. Yo, how's it going, spaceman? Sorry, I was probably looking at my quests. Did that complete? Hopefully it wasn't 128. Okay, awesome. Polyethylene. Cool. Where's acetic acid? Is there any prereqs for acetic acid? I guess I'll just try it. I don't even have any. Let's craft like 64,000 if we can. Might need to increase our pattern size. Because this cell cycling is not going to go well. This slows it down quite a lot. But yeah, this basically insta inputs the cell. I'll have to increase all my patterns. But I guess it's fast enough for EV. I don't really think we need faster stuff for that. Okay, where is acetic acid? Vinyl chloride, PVC. We could probably pattern that as well. Oh, there it is. Acetic acid and ethanol. Awesome. We should have enough now. And we do have ethanol already, so... So that should unlock our quests. We'll just get this since we're here. I don't know how many we need, but... Cool. Sodium hydroxide. Let's just hope that's not a dependency. Okay, looks like we can do phenol. Let's do that. Such a drag. Phenol. Okay, this is not an extract only. Where is our phenol at? It'll be down here. I guess I could just lock these, couldn't I? Is there a lock? Yeah. Like I could put them on extract only. Or I can take them off extract only. I always forget you can do that. What's our next quest? How many do we need? 36. Why do they make you do 36,000? I don't have enough sodium. Cool. Should be getting crafted quite slowly. Okay, let's see if these cells load up correctly. Ah, I see. I know. We've got a triple cell insert. That's bad. Everything inserted at the same time. Alright. Let's figure out what we need to do to fix this. I mean, the most obvious thing is just taking all the cells out. And just rerunning the recipe. At least we're getting all the quests. Maybe my solution doesn't work and we can't power that thing directly. What is this? Propane? Alright, let's take these cells out and we'll try it again. One of these cells are cycling infinitely. Might have to revert to my old setup. Alright, this is one, I believe. I mean, I can just put it back into here. Should put the cells into the corresponding places. Nice. And we'll try that one more time. So we need epichlorohydrin. $36,000. Now I'm missing sodium. If this isn't one of the many reasons you don't want to do universal, I mean, I was setting up an improvement. And I guess I didn't account for something. I think they must have fired in very quick succession. I know how to fix what I was doing. I was just trying to be a little bit cheeky. I just have to not power that item importer. I think it's already crafted. Unless something is stuck. Alright. This recipe is incorrect apparently. What is this recipe? This is circuit 2. This making hydrochloric. What's in the input bus? Anything? Circuit 2, okay. Is this meant to have mercury in it? I feel like that's this recipe here. I mean, that would make sense. Let's try add mercury into it and we'll double check the pattern. Yeah, I've got a second input here, so it should be fine. We'll see if that fixes it. Okay, it's running. Well, it ran a recipe. I don't know why. I don't know what happened there. Did you get Steamgate? No, we did not. I was too laggy on that world, so we're starting a new run tonight. But we're doing it with curvy pipes, so and a few config options. There's going to be a few Aussies in the run, so it's going to be quite fun. I think we have 4 people. So yeah, no, debugging universals is always a part of the start of setting them up. Okay, well there's a cell somewhere. You would cheer me on? Yeah, thank you. Okay, why has this happened? How has this happened? I should extract one of them, I think. Man, it was working perfectly fine before. I know the setup is consistent. Was happy your universal assemblers broke when you switched to nightly. You found out the program's circuits as breakthrough circuits are gone. Yeah, it's kind of a nice change. Oh, I think this this isn't even fast. I mean, this isn't gonna fix it, but it's been double inputting for some reason. I have like some redstone signal somewhere? I don't think so. Was my clock too quick? Oh, no, that's too quick. That might have broke it. Oh, we're good. I feel like that might have broke it. Okay, we're just running recipes very slowly. You're gonna update to nightly just for overflow destruction cards, but you don't want to break your world. There. Yeah, the new features are kind of sick. Yeah, let's just decrease this down a little bit. Let's go to 60. I think 60 is fine. I think 0.5 was the cutoff. I think if the recipe runs too quick, then there's an issue. You found out 3.0 right now is corrupted if you're playing in Java 17 to 21. So wait like 10 hours if you're gonna set the server. Oh really? Just the new update that came this morning? I haven't updated our server just yet that we've set up. I mean, we don't really need to update technically until later on, but I did want to update. If they know about it, surely they'll release it by tonight. Why do you have calcium in the circuit slot in the LCR? Because it's a, I think for acetic acid it needs it, for the NC item. I could just add it in the universal, but... Okay, we finally have enough cells. Oh, enough fluid. I did kind of make double the amount I was meant to. Okay, so we should be able to get a stupid quest. Nice. And bisphenol. How much bisphenol do we need? 18, okay. At least we can thoroughly check out universal setup like this. What's pressing shift? Taking inputs from the circuit slot is so cursed. It's so cursed? How is that cursed? I mean, I could have added another input bus. But this thing's pretty cool. It's pretty nice, actually. I want to fuel my multis like that now. Alright, that's crafting, and then we can finally get epoxid. Okay, let's start patterning something else. We want silicon rubber, we don't need polyphenylene. Yeah, let's do silicon rubber, I guess, and then polybenzometal. We'll just do everything. Seems pretty self-forward. Poly... That's probably the best recipe. Yeah. I mean, it's really easy at least. We're just gonna have to make a cell for this. And we'll have to auto output that somewhere into like a distillation tower to turn that back into hydrochloric acid. Such an easy recipe. Why can't more chem lines be like this? So circuit 0 and circuit 24. You like the way I pronounce chemicals, don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Thank you. Thank you. But I don't really ever hear them out loud. I just pronounce them how I think them. Did I just pattern that with these inputs? Or these outputs? Yeah, I did. Nice. Good one. Alright, sweet. We have methane? Do we have methane? Yeah, we do. They form like that? Yeah, these vac freezers, yeah, they do. I mean, it's literally just some covers. It's not nothing too much. And these EBFs upside down, obviously. Yeah, it's not actually inbuilt into the multi. I mean, that would be sick if it was the same block ID. I would be doing that for everything. I just got bored one time and I decided to do that. Cool. Let's try some silicon rubber. I don't know if there's a quest for silicon rubber. That would probably be in the last tier if it was. Styrene, silicon rubber. I mean, I don't want to make... Do we need chloromethane for silicon rubber? I swear we didn't need that. Am I stupid? Are they just doing the shit recipe? I guess they're doing the shit recipe. Or I'm doing the shit recipe, who knows? Let's see if this broke. What has happened here? Is this a circuit number? Is this not online because there's no fluid in here? That's what's happening? Do I not have a... I need to look at my item last, hang on. Do I have a setting wrong? Do the LCR recipe, assuming it's doing single blocks. Is that a single block recipe? What's an LCR recipe? Why isn't that working? Okay, there's something wrong with my universal setup. I mean, I guess, I can disable that. I'll have to figure that out later. I think one of my redstones aren't set to strong. Yeah. It does not like item-only recipes. It's kind of weird. Let's check our solder. Let's see if we can solder. I need soldering material for this. Okay, it wasn't on strong. Redstone output side east set to strong. I think we have to manually do it this time. We'll have to retest that. Huh? What? I feel like that's a bug. Can an MEHS see the whole subnet? I feel like you're not meant to be able to do that. It's kind of weird. Alright, let's put that back in and we'll retest that. Let's find the cancel. I hope. Let's try again, silicon rubber. Because we're going to be using a lot of silicon rubber. Okay, it's working. It's working now. Okay, cool. It was that a strong signal. I could have broken other things as well. Okay, awesome. So we got that done. And polybenzamidabine, well, sorry guys, but we are doing all the chemicals, then we never have to do them again. Until it breaks again, or we need a repattern. This one is quite a long... Oh right, we should make sulfuric and nitric. This one's gonna want us to make dichloro. Or not? EV chem reactor, nice. But yeah, dimethylbenzene. I mean, we can just make that easily. Okay, maybe we won't do that yet. We're a little bit ahead of ourselves. We could probably do advanced glue for graphene. Yeah, let's do this. This is something worth it. Circuit 4, I don't even think we've set up circuit 4 yet. Does it not let you put an empty soldering iron in a bench? Alright, let's go 4. I'd have set up 4. Awesome stuff. Good stuff, Duck. Vinyl acetate. Yeah, we have everything for that. Is that not on circuit 4? It's on circuit 24. Did I just misread? I did just misread, okay. Oh, I'm so smart. Cool. Now we're going to need some filters. We'll just pattern those. And the assembler, we've only really got one assembler with 3 slots. I can't wait to make the press. That's kind of what I want to rush. Since PAs aren't a thing now, makes it so annoying to do assembly recipes. Looks like we can make it, thank God. And we should switch everything to dual interfaces as well, since we do have fluid storage now. Alright, let's get the next thing patterning. What's after vinyl acetate? Be polyvinyl acetate. Why can't I favorite it? Air? We are not using air. We are not rich enough for air. Circuit 9? Yeah, I'll do circuit 1 since I already have circuit 1 set up. Oh, what's after that? Advanced glue. That should be chill. That's a mixer recipe, of course it is. Okay, we'll have to set up a mixer for that specifically. And then graphene, which we don't have phosphorus yet. I don't think we do. No. Okay, let's see if our filters are made. Number 4. That's not the, I didn't put the cell in yet. Cool. And let's rename that interface. I always lose my quartz knife. I always make like a million of them. There we go. I'm so happy they don't have durability. So 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. Maybe this one. And some interfaces again. I hope we have enough channels on here. Because we have gone through a fair few already. How many? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have 1 on this line. Okay, we're good. This will be our last one we can do. Until we get more dense cables. But we made it pretty far. I mean, just epoxid is great. That means we can start doing these circuits, which I might try to get to because we have the EV circuit assembler already. So we can push into the IV stuff. And we have the super glue for graphene. Cable. So it was this one. That'd be good. Do we have a mixer? Yeah, we do. So I could dual interface that. But it doesn't look like it looks like it's a fluid mixer, which is kind of ass. It's gonna be needed as subnet. I don't think we can make the motor yet. Actually, we do have stabile. We'd have to get tungsten steel. Okay, what tier mixer was it? LV. Do I have a spare mixer down here? I mean, I have a HV one, so that will probably do. We're just gonna have to do some cell cycling shenanigans. Where should we set it up? Are these all HV machines? Looks like it. We'll set it up here. And this. We want a super tank and guess could use conduits or we could use conveyors. We're gonna need some sort of subnet. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit annoying. So it's all items. Guess fluids as well. Interface. Love doing cell chemistry with AE2. Basically what I'm doing. We're probably going to want another interface as well to output in. And maybe some filters. I'm just going to smelt these dusts real quick in our fancy multi-smelter that we just made. With a lot of magnesium, apparently. Yeah, I've been making a ton of skystone. We should be all good for blood magic. Yeah, we have 6k. Oh, these things aren't even running. We should be always running those. Because they take up so much time. But yeah, I was using magnesium for some of the aspects. It's got quite a lot of Sano in it, and Potentia, whatever it is. Not Potentia, Hermitatia. Both decent aspects for us. Alright, let's make these two filters. This will be a little bit cursed. So what we want to do, we're gonna need a subnet. We can fit a subnet here easily. We're also not going to output through that. Okay, that should be fine. We just need our interface. We need to be a double interface. So we probably need to craft a second dual interface. I don't know what happened to those. Oh, these needed the Lapatrons. Okay, yeah. We'll have to set this up as well. I don't think we've set that up. I just patched a few. Now this is the fun part of the pack. Turn my volume up a bit. It's a bit quiet. I do have most sounds muted because they're all horrible. C10's going down. I think something's under maintenance. Is nitric out again? Possibly. It looks fine. Guess we're just waiting on sulfuric light fuel. We'll probably have to upgrade our power very soon. Alright, we got our interfaces. Let's turn these into a double. So this is going to be our fluid crafting mixer. So we'll chuck that there. We'll get some quartz fibers. All the normal. Get our filters we crafted. Like that, like that, that like that. That like that, that like that. So basically, when these items receive both an item and a fluid, the fluid will go into here, and the item will go into here. I mean, I guess this should be a fluid. Sorry. I guess both fluids are going to go in here. Didn't really think about that. We're going to want empty cells in here. We're making this advanced glue, so we're going to want the polyvinyl acetate in the cell form, so we'll filter this for that. We'll put this higher priority. Hey, how's it going, chaotic debris? Currently setting up some little bit curse automation. We're doing cell chemistry with single blocks. Oh, that should be alright. This will be our output. And we'll just have to output. I mean, this doesn't have to be output. We can output fluids normally. Just do that for our output, and we're going to disable it being seen on the terminal. And we'll just insert extracts like this. We have to do the recipe where the advanced glue is going to be right there, and we'll fluid output there. Okay, cool. Should probably get that quest, this one, vinyl acetate. Vinyl. I don't know how much we need. There's no quest skip trigger for advanced glue. Maybe, I don't know. There probably is. Please don't tell me this is stuck. I hate debugging this. What did it craft? Something conflicted. There's no way this is the normal amount, and it goes in the, I put it in the wrong cell. Vinyl acetate. Yeah, I'm not crazy. How could this conflict? Is it from the acetone? It's for vinyl. Acetic acid ethylene. It's on circuit 1 or something. Why is it on circuit 1? Am I just being stupid again? Looks like it. Well, this should be on circuit 4. Ah, yes. I encode the same recipe twice. How did I manage to do that? Oh no, there's polyvinyl. This should be this one. Nice. Now they're all going to be stuck. Now I can see what recipe they're crafting at least. I don't know what they crafted. I think that's polyethylene. Oh look, they're doing it right now. It looks like it's working now. Awesome. Alright, let's empty all these. We'll try one more time. Vinyl acetate. And we'll get that advanced glue going. Crafting in... Yeah. I think that's the correct recipe. We want to replace this with the actual fluid. So... I wish I could favorite this. I mean, I could do the LCR recipe, that's... Oh, the multi-plug mixer, yeah, there we go. Basically what we're imitating right here. And what was the circuits? Nothing. So let's double check. Polyvinyl acetate goes into here. Only go into there. Gets put in a cell. Gets transferred here. Then when the cell is done, that cell gets transferred here. Makes advanced glue. Advanced glue gets imported into that dual interface. And the... it looks like... Yeah, that's right. Acetone goes into here. Okay, cool. As long as the acetone doesn't overfill, no, it's still fine. Yeah, that's still fine. Alright, let's try this advanced glue. How much can we make? Alright, we need to make a cell as well real quick. Fluid cell. Like so. And let's chuck some advanced glue on there. And there's probably like 64k. Yeah, there is probably a skip for it. Or at least a graphene skip. Let's try and make a 64,000. Let's see if this works out. I'm gonna be so sad if it doesn't. And it looks like nothing gets running. What have I done now? Oh my god. What circuit is this? Circuit 4. Have I like mixed up circuit 1 and 4 recipes? I think I have. I think this recipe is meant to go on circuit 1. This vinyl acetate. Polyvinyl acetate, whatever it is. I think normally anything with oxygen, combining oxygen is circuit 1. Yeah, I just messed those circuits around. Actually, skill issue. Yo, how's it going, Ryan? And gone. Damn, both of you at the same time again. Oh yeah, no, this is the upgraded vac freezer. They added it in 2.7 if you didn't know. It's pretty decent. Yeah, they're curved casings now. All right, let's retry this recipe. Looks like most of these are yeah. Okay, cool. I feel like I'm gonna have more stuff that's stuck. Okay, there's a lot of oxygen in there. Yeah, I love unjamming universals. There's going to be a lot of oxygen. Okay, that's still not on this right circuit number. That's literally just making polyethylene. What the fuck have I done? Okay, I think that's meant to make polyethylene. And then this one's stuck again. We just kind of expected. I really should cancel the crafts. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit. I promise, guys, I set and forget. Set and forget if I freaking get the circuits right. Just mixing up two circuits is such a pain. Okay, let's just take that out. Yeah, that circuit's right. It looks like that we're done. Okay, cool. Let's go do that advanced glue again. It looks like we did make some, so And we are making more. Awesome. Okay, I think I made it a little bit short. Like I only made 5,400. Yeah, we're cooking now. Okay, this should not collide. We just make sure these polyvinyl and vinyl acetates are in the right circuits. It looks like it's making it now. Do I already need batch mode? I don't think so. I think it's going to slow me down. Acetic acid just takes ages. We should really upgrade this. Oh, it is EV already. Okay. We need to get EV hatches. We don't even have EV hatches yet. And it looks like this. Yeah, that works. Okay, awesome. Now let's see if we can do the graphene skip. There should be a graphene skip. Graphene. How can we get phosphorus? What is the easiest way for us to get phosphorus? This ash, I can put fertilia down. I haven't bothered putting that down yet. I'm not going to call bees an option. Is there any weird ways we can just mine phosphorus? In the nether, centrifuge milk. True, if I can get cows, that's probably a good option. I might have to put down fertilia and wait. There's not really anything that I can do. You would think phosphorus in that. No, phosphorus? I think that's only... Okay, you don't get that from lava centrifuging. I wish lava gave you phosphorus. Other than that, the only other renewable way is ashes. Okay, let's do fertilia then. I do have the seeds, I just don't have many. I swear I did plant them down for breeding. But everything's turned to crops now. Yeah, that one's fertilia. I did have them at some point. See if I can get the seed. I don't know if I'm going to need a whole field. But we'll plant these 3 down. I really don't want to do crops. Cool, and then we'll disable the auto output with a soft mallet from here. I guess we can just disconnect this. That has a filtered conveyor, of course it does. I don't know how long, I think these are pretty quick. But these should drop phosphorus by themselves as a direct output. But we've only got 3, so we might have to set like an ICO or something, or we can just work on the tungsten line. We can work on tungsten line while we wait. That's probably a smart idea. Okay, the first thing we want to make will be the autoclave. Really need another CPU. Don't tell me this is stuck. Okay, that makes sense why that happens. That happens because I don't have any redstone on the that hatch. I just have it as a low priority. I just need to upgrade that quad hatch. Man, I need to design this better. Oh, and it's left as well. Okay. Well, that makes total sense. Alright, let's see if I can craft these things. And we can set up this autoclave. Nice. You can centrifugge blaze powder for dark ashes and sulfur. I do have a lot of blaze rods. I don't think I checked centrifuging recipes that thoroughly, because that's actually a good option. Or kind of a good option. I would have to passive that. Yeah. I mean, I could. I almost have the 64 plutonium. I'll definitely have to work on the multi-block centrifuges. That's probably going to be pretty decent for me right now. I'm using a lot of sentries. Like an unbelievable amount. Alright, we got that quest. Tungstate processing. Nice. How long is this line? Is this literally just making the shear light? Pretty cheap, but the sentry needs niobium. Yeah, it's alright, I've got niobium. Alright, I reckon we set up a line for this. I think this is something that should be passived. What is this? Is this right? I think it's another recipe for this. Yeah. Does anyone happen to know what loops in this? So we just have tungsten and sodium as inputs, and we get lithium as an output. We get sodium tungstate out. Looks like we combine that with calcium chloride. So we get the chlorine back. How do we make calcium chloride? Am I insane? Sodium and chlorine loops, lithium is just a free output. Okay, I see. I mean, the easiest way to do this is just to get started. We need an EV chem reactor. We can probably do all the recipes through that same chem reactor. So we're gonna need some more HV hatches, which... My music just suddenly got loud. Means we're gonna need like 8 turbo generators. Yeah, it's fine. Large chemical reactor, let's see. Don't think I have that. We could probably just pattern this. There's an assembler recipe for it. Since when? Oh, I'm gonna put it in the molecular assembler under all the machine crafting. PTFE pipe. Oh, that's something we don't have patterned. But we probably don't need to for some time. Yeah, we'll just chuck it in the extruder. We'll have to change these to solidifiers once we unlock the multi. Oh right, I don't have a large pipe. What else do we need? We need the inner casing, which is just the PTFE pipe. Well, let's add that to the bender. And we'll add these normal pipes to the extruder. Can you set custom recipe to output an entire LCR? Yes, you can. But I don't really need to make a lot of LCRs at the moment. I probably will eventually. But LCR doesn't really have that many components. Sorry, niobium titanium plate. I'll repattern you later. Nice, no CPUs. What is getting cooked? Electrum. And Electrum, nice. I guess we'll figure out location for the setup. We'll probably do it under our base. I don't really want to see this setup. I don't know how useful it's going to be. I guess we are going to be passing tungsten for quite some time. We can probably do it next to this setup here. The one that's actually making us tungsten. I need to slow down my speed. My speed's a little bit too much. I mean, kind of like jittering the whole, the whole stream. Okay, that should be enough room. Really isn't that big of a setup. It's only like 3 machines or something. Minus all the generators that I'm going to be using. Alright, so the first step will be the autoclave. Let's chuck that up 1 elevation. Chuck it here. Next step will be the LCR. See if that's crafted now. They are crafting. We don't have any casings as well. Can I just direct output this one? Tungstate, sodium, water. Oh, we need water as an input as well. God damn. Expensive. Alright, let's get some conduits going. Let's get some input buses. Looks like our generators have crafted. Let's craft this. I think this is stuck behind stainless steel. Awesome. I need the coils. Copper nickel coil. And chemically inert machine casings. Alright, let's assemble a 6. We don't have an assembler 6. Guess it can be 6. Well, that should be everything. We'll recharge our R1s. Or maintenance. Cool. Should be cooking? I don't know why it's not. Right, I forgot this isn't a dual interface. Yes. Okay, not too much got inserted. That's good to know. We don't really have a packet decoder on main yet. Guess we could make one. I thought I patterned it. Guess I have not patterned any of this stuff. There's not really much need for me to. There we go. And we'll just chuck that. Oh, that's back in our network. And we'll get the stainless steel, the steel casings. These ones. And with, what was that? What was that? I hope that wasn't a ghast. No way warp added that effect. I've never heard that effect before. Oh, that's our whole OCR done, and I think that's everything for the line. I haven't really looked too closely. I've done this ages ago, I don't remember much. I'll just build it like this. A maintenance hatch, and we're going to need a bunch of inputs. Yeah, right. Tanks. We need some screws, iron screws. They shouldn't take too long to craft. Screwdriver? Surely I have more screwdrivers, yeah, cool. Yeah, let's just make 20, that's probably a good idea. Alrighty, let's just set input there. We don't even need an input now, we just need the fluid input. It's the only input that we care about. Right, let's collect this input. Turn this purple, insert on purple. Should start getting... that's not what we want. I think this actually completes a quest. Maybe, maybe not. Alright, we got our tungsten. We can set up the transformer. EV to HV. And we want some cables. Where are the silver cables at? Let's make 10 of those. Oh, wait for my body blocks. Man, why do these take so long? I'm out of polyethylene. Yeah, I should spend some time. I might spend some time off stream going over and turning all those into dual interfaces. That will probably save me some time. So it looks like... okay. It looks like my YouTube stream is working now. That's good. I was just checking my other stream. Kind of just want to claim these quests. You only need one, okay. I can't request from the fluid terminal. Yeah, I need to make more CPUs. I was getting polyethylene. Okay, sorry, I lost train of thought. This is just passively stocked at the moment. I don't even have it pumped. Alright. Well, at least we have all our hatches that we'll ever need. And we got the maintenance ones. Check that there. Check these through the middle. Like so. And then these ones can go either side. Awesome. There's making scheelite. Okay, what does the quest book say? What they want you to do? Tungsten trioxide. Tungsten dioxide. Okay, sick. So you just need calcium chloride as an input, and we have sodium tungstate. Nice. So we'll put this calcium chloride on the conduit line. Sure, if I should write a sign or something, just so I remember. It's always a good thing. And that should just straight up output scheelite dust and salt. This salt will need to go to an electrolyzer. I think the scheelite can just go straight back into the input bus. Or it would make another one. So this makes tungstic acid and calcium chloride, which needs hydrochloric. Cl. Yeah, we'll need to burn. What does this make again? Lithium, right? We need to make a drawer for lithium. We don't have any lithium, but it will be the only thing that outputs. Extract on pink, and we'll insert on pink. Hey Doug, do you know how to obtain a Banana C sapling in GOG? Yes. You need the Tree of Transformation. Then you put the bee, the Banana CB on that Tree of Transformation. I think it needs to be in some sort of magic dimension, if I'm not mistaken. We can do hashtag. Yeah, it is infused seeds, yeah. You just put a Tree of Transformation on this gene. Yeah, the dimension has to be in the Spectre Bedrock Last Millennium or the Pocket Dimension. Sadly not, that is the only way. See, this is also one of the required dimensions for a GOG run. Alright, let's make some sewer cables. Alright, we should be able to feed our power properly. Where'd that just go? Oh, no, transformer's done as well. Let's make sure we mallet that right. I haven't seen a backup start, so I might... I don't know why my backup's not starting. How likely are you to brick the world with a particular seed? I think that one's pretty safe. All the sapling ones seem pretty safe, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we spammed it. Alrighty, let's connect these up. And we'll just have to connect cetane booster these to all those. Yeah, that looks fine. There's a second input for this. Calcium chloride. Okay, that's just refunded once you do the shear light. Sick. Filter. Let's just use filters, why not? We could use barrels, or we can use filters. Barrels are probably better. Or we can use filtered output buses, that also works. Never used these before, but they could be useful. Next one is combining this with hydrochloric acid, so we have hydrochloric input. We're also going to want to make that directly, okay. Really should use ender fluid conduits. Let's make an output hatch. We just need a screwdriver. I didn't want to put those into here. I thought, thought it was in my hotbar. Whatever. So let's output straight into here, because I'm pretty sure it recycles. I wonder how many more hatches I can fit in this thing. I don't even know if this will form. Okay, it looks like it formed. So that one's going to be chlorine and hydrogen. And that will spit out calcium chloride and tungstic acid, and then this just goes into that, and that goes into that. Okay, sick. So we need to set up our salt electrolyzer. It looks like hydrogen is an input. I didn't see hydrogen get recycled anywhere. Do you know which infused seeds you have to use for the tree of transformation? I'm pretty sure it's herba. Just search up Herba in the GOG Discord. I'm pretty sure it's Herba. But yeah, I wouldn't want to use the wrong one, so double check that. I know Lazy Flesh. If you can't find a Lazy Flesh, we'll definitely know. He did all the infused seeds for us. I know there's also a spreadsheet somewhere. I don't know where it is though, but someone's put together all the outputs of infused seeds. Right, I wanted to hook these up. How are we gonna do that? Very ugly. Ugly. Uglily. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I'll probably do that soonish. I don't know, it depends when I go back into Magic. I don't even really need to be honest. Not yet. Okay, let's... This shouldn't blow up. So 4 HV into 1 EV into there. And that is an EV auto glove. Yeah, that is. Yeah, that's fine. Sick. And we'll just loop that around. Like so. Could have done them both like that. Very well. We'll be efficient next time. So I also need an electrolyzer. Doesn't have to be a strong one, just has to be one. And then we got an MB one, oh perfect. Let's get a combustion. We should have MB combustions, yeah. I broke down so many. And we should be able to recycle this chlorine and sodium. I can't remember what was here. So which thing produces salt again? I think making this produces salt, so I don't have an output for salt just yet. So this outputs just calcium chloride. I guess I can put an output bus here. If it will form. We're gonna have to triple check everything. Let's put it right there. We can put it directly on the electrolyzer. Put that on there. Put that like that. Auto output the fluids. Then wherever sodium is needed. Sodium is needed in this autoclavic assay. Whatever, this is going to be such an ugly automation. We're going to have to passive hydrogen into there. Sure though, we should have hydrogen laying around. Yep. Alright, we'll make this even. I need my curvy pipes. They're actually so fun to use. Yeah, we should have enough pipe to just make it. I think we just need to start it up with a little bit of sodium. Alright, there we go, nice. Yeah, we just need to electrolyze a little bit of salt, sorry, not sodium. Which we should have here. And that should be the line basically done. I just need to fix up some things. Let's try it out. Nice, so we have to wait till 7 sodium. So we might need to buffer a little bit more. Yeah, we might need to input something else. Hang on, 3 said what we need. Sodium and chlorine loops, lithium is just a free output. Okay, so yeah. So just the hydrogen we need to input. And we'll finally get a decent method of getting lithium. Alright, that should have started. Oh, right, we need the initial calcium chloride or tungstate, whatever it is. What's the autoclave thing called? We need water. Oh no. We need water. Alright, it's cooking. I don't think this LCR is repaired or on. I haven't set any circuits either. Okay, let's see where this is outputting. So this should output some stuff into here. At least I thought it would. Do I need to make up some calcium chloride as well? Looks like I do. Okay, let's make some calcium chloride. I know the calcium chloride loop somewhere. Oh yeah, it's looped in the sheelite. Sick. So how do we make our first? Calcite. Let's get some hydrochloric acid. And we'll just chuck that in a chem reactor. I think the single block might be able to do it. Who knows? It did something. Okay, yeah, awesome. That's quick climb, that's not what we want. Okay, I just need the cell. If I was reading that correctly. Hydraulic acid. Nice. Yeah, I just chucked a bunch of carbon dioxide cells in my net. Whatever. Or HCl. Okay, we have a 9 calcium chloride buffer. I mean, it doesn't need to be fast. 9 is probably a good amount. Let's chuck that in here anyway. Looks like it's running. And it outputted shear light into here, so... like that. I don't know if we can fit this all in the same machine. This is a little bit cursed. Where's our output hatch at? Okay, this one's meant to be hydrochloric acid. Go straight into here. I think we need circuit 1 on the input bus. And that should output tungstic acid and calcium chloride, awesome. Along with the hydrochloric acid that it supposedly outputs. Which we do have an EBF for, so... see if that still forms. Just swing it. I think we're missing the tungstic acid input. Might be getting stuck somewhere. Oh, the shear light input. Let's see. And I have room for another input bus. What? It'd be nice if we can do this all in the same LCR. Don't tell me this is out. Okay, now it's just slow. I'm okay with slow. Cool. We have to move the CPF down here. Alright, let's see if that works. Is this still formed? I'll be very surprised. It does, oh my god. Can we fit one more? We fit one more bus on it. Let's see, that'll be perfect. So this should be an output bus. And we basically have a tungsten line done. Already. Like almost every single cover is full. I mean, I still have these options down here. Is this the Nether music? I am not hearing any music. You mean the ghasts? But there is some Nether music. Unless the stream is very far behind, it doesn't look like it. Alright, let's add that in. Okay, let's see if this works. Awesome, tungsten line done. We did that all in one LCR. How many? What is the maximum casings for LCRs? I never really do this, but it's quite fun. 8? Okay. So basically my whole bottom layer is casings, so that makes sense. Looks like everything is looping well. I can probably just move this LCR, this EBF. Or we could bring conduits all the way down there. One of the two. I think I do have enough conduits to do that. Whatever, let's have some fun. We're not going to be in EV for long. This will make our base a little bit cursed. For a little bit longer. What did I do? Input disabled. Hopefully that didn't block off something. Otherwise that'll be a nightmare to find. Okay, let's just chuck it into here. I really should have just moved this EBF. And it's on blue input. Or I could put it input here. On brown. And it'll extract in brown down here. Then we need hydrogen. Which one's a better recipe? What? Oh no, okay, this one's the better recipe. Yeah, that's alright. This works. At least we have tungsten trioxide now. Alright, we should probably get the Sheelite quest. Too late. Oh, we got something here. We're good. No, that's not Sheelite. You need both tungsten and tungsten steel. The hot ingot takes way longer than the dust. Yeah, it does. I'll probably just keep it in trioxide form. And then just smelt it whenever I need it. Has my Mega ABF even been running? Oh, it's still running. God damn. There must be quite a lot of titanium in there. Or maybe not. It's just slow. 400 seconds per ingot, exactly. Okay, it looks like this loop is working fine. We're just gonna run out of water. How much have we already burnt through? Okay. Well, that's good. We are already here. We can make... Well, I still don't have the TPV coil quest. But we can make EV energy hatches now. We can go into these circuits. We should look into that. Because we can make a solidifier. Do I even have a solidifier for my stuff yet? Okay. I don't know what to think of that. Would I? I think I make rubber in this one as well. I see. Alright, let's make a HV solidifier. Cool. Dual interface. And a plate mold. Scaling well, scaling well. This is alright. Wish we had a little bit more power. I mean, this power is pretty good. It's just going down. But we are running like an LUV amp. Probably. Yeah, we would be. We would be running almost more than LUV amp passive. At this moment. Item auto output, chuck that in. Solidifier. HV plates. Alright, let's get some epoxy sheets. 125, okay, let's make 128. Ah, okay, hang on. I wasn't thinking. Let's do 16. Alright, let's see what we can make. That quest threshold. And we're just missing water. We do have water somewhere. Where is our super tank? I think it might be in here. Box lid. Okay, 128. Let's hopefully that crafts. Looks like it's running fine. Let's pattern the other things while we're at it. So we need sulfuric acid. I don't think we have that patterned. It would be a nice thing to pattern there. Nope. That's the only other chemical I don't have out of these. I mean, I don't think I need hydrogen sulfide. Alright. I think I might actually take a break. I might go do some study. Kinda need to. How long has it been? It's been nearly 3 hours. I think we made some pretty decent progression. We got a lot of our fluids automated. Let's see if the epoxy's ready actually. I think it might be. Okay, crafted. Cool. So I think we can rely on our universal setup. It's 3 AM for you? God. Okay, and we got the epoxy skip. Sick. So that brings us down here. Awesome. Didn't even need the skip. That's all good, miner. I don't know why we need this chem bath. That's for ilmenite, that's why. Alright, let's see if there's anyone we can raid. Let's search up Twitch and GTNH. Not really many people on. Guess we just raid orange again. Alright, cheers guys for the stream. Let's raid orange. Streams are cool. 3. Cool. Alright, see ya.